What up, viewers? What up? What up? Today is Friday, April 12th. It always takes me a second to remember what day it is. Today is Friday, April 12th, and I will be talking to you like I always do every Friday about video game news. So let's jump right in. This week, finally, the PlayStation Network has allowed you to change your name. It's a very simple process. The first time you change your name, it is free. And if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you can pay $5 to change it after that. If you're not a PlayStation Plus member, you can pay $10 to pay for it after the initial first one. I thought this was crazy. All of a sudden, as some of you who may watch my Twitch stream know, I recently went through a name change. I'm now Calc Soups. I've now changed my PSN ID to Calc Soups. Yeah, I like 3 or 4 months ago, I was trying to change my PSN name, and I just found out that it is literally impossible. It was impossible, and I just didn't understand why that was a thing. I was just, my mind was blown. It was just like, how is this possible that you cannot change your name? But apparently you couldn't until this week. It was funny. I told a story about how like some of the people that kill me in Destiny, like when you get killed by some guy named Sir Splooge, and you're like, that guy made a permanent choice to name himself that, or her. Don't know who's behind the name Sir Splooge, but they made a permanent choice until this week to be named Sir Splooge on the internet, and I just can't believe I didn't understand it. Another thing I didn't understand was like, what is the cost associated with name changing? Like, I hearkened it back to like, I'm pretty sure Blizzard invented microtransactions when they allowed you to do like character realm transfers and character name changes on World of Warcraft, and that was like 14-15 years ago. And I'm just wondering, like, what is the cost associated with it? Because like, it's free money. You're printing money. Just allow people to change their name to whatever they want, and as long as it's not taken, they can be whatever they want, and they'll give you free money to do that. I don't know. The fact that it took this long, it melts my mind. It's like my mind's in a bottle. There is a list of games that will be listed down below, of games or will be in the link down below, of games that might like freak out once you change your name. You might lose access to some DLC, but it took me all of 3 seconds to change my name because I was just committed to changing my name. Yeah, as long as it's not the 3 to 4 games that I'm playing currently, then I didn't really care, because I don't really go back and like play old games a lot. Maybe I need to get better at doing that. That's why my BioShock sat in cellophane for 2 years, because I don't go back and play games. But yeah, and then that brought up another point of like, why the only thing I could assume is like by your PSN ID is associated with like the purchase of that game or its DLC, and why isn't there just a like back end random number associated with an account, and you can change the front facing name associated with it, but without like messing up my DLC purchases, because they're tied back to this number that I don't even see. Like, I could be freaking user 1AFB2347. Like, it doesn't matter because I never see that. All I see is my PSN ID. I don't know why, but they finally gotten around to it, and so they're gonna start printing money. Change your PSN ID. If you change your PSN ID, tell me what you changed it to from below, and we can talk about it. But yeah, I certainly am glad for the change, and I'm excited for it. Next, Star Wars Celebration is currently happening right now. Get hype. We saw the trailer for Star Wars Episode 9. It looks awesome. Rise of the Skywalker? The Rise of Skywalker? Something like that. Looks cool. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it because I want to talk about video games. And speaking of video games, Jedi Fallen Order was some imagery was leaked for it by Amazon, who was trying to sell commemorative t-shirts. And so you saw this image of like a Jedi with a blue lightsaber standing on a wall with, I think it was like the Death Star in the background or something. So I've seen a couple tweets about it already. We're going to find out more information about Jedi Fallen Order tomorrow. But it sounds like a single player character driven game that doesn't have multiplayer or microtransactions, so should be pretty cool. For all the single player games all the awesome single player games that have come out recently, I have high hopes for this one. We had God of War, we had Spider-Man, so I'm just looking for an awesome single player adventure to play and be a Jedi. It should be awesome. Next, Epic is looking for a way to manage the forums on their store, and the way they've worked around it is they're gonna have the game, like if you want to like relate to people on, or if you want to talk to people on the Epic store, they're just gonna, like, rather than having their own built-in forum, they're going to have it shoot you off to like a Discord or something else, so that they don't have to manage that. The forums of Steam are a hive of scum and villainy, and this just seems like a good iteration upon the Steam store, is that Epic will just have the developers, game developers, publishers manage a Discord that links to their forums button on a specific game. This is what happens when Steam's been in the market for so long that they don't iterate fast enough, and like someone comes along with a purely better idea. And I hope other platforms take from this. I hope YouTube I hope YouTube comments get shot off to like a Discord rather than having to manage a YouTube Discord or a YouTube chat bottom, because YouTube's gotten in a lot of hot water about their comment section, and how the comment section breeds like bad people who can get in contact with other bad people and talk about gross stuff. So yeah, like this could be a solution that other platforms could look to, is just have it shoot off to a Discord and talk to that. If you want to engage with the content that's being created, talk about it on a Discord that's not managed by the platform itself. Pretty smart. I can't believe it's taken this long to kind of come up with that idea. Next up, Vampire and Sekiro both hit. Vampire, the Focus Entertainment vampire game about the Dr. Vampire. I could say vampire a few more times, but I'm going to choose not to. Hit a milestone in reaching in the first 10 months of sales, they have reached 1 million units sold. So congratulations to that whole team. Sekiro has reached 2 million units sold in the first 10 days. And that should be, I think I saw something about like the fastest selling From Software game. So it's definitely very popular. Those two teams are doing awesome. And that kind of segues me into the next point. Focus had announced 12 new games coming down the pipe. I don't remember how they were broken up. I do remember that 3 of them were based on Warhammer 40 or Warhammer IP, Games Workshop IP. Super excited for that. I love Warhammer and everything associated with Warhammer. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge Warhammer fan, and I want to see fun games coming out of the Warhammer IP. So 3 of the 12 games that are coming out of Focus are Warhammer IP. Focus is also working with Don't Nod on another project, and then as part of the congratulation article that I read for Vampire reaching 1 million units sold, it also talked about how Don't Nod and Focus are going to work together on this next game, and it's a super ambitious project. So looking forward to seeing what that's all about. In the world of trailers, everyone knows that I love live action trailers, and this week dropped MK11's live action trailer. It was super cool. I'm so excited for it. You see confirmation that Katana's in the game. You see a bunch of people walking in like walking down like this corridor, and then all of a sudden they turn around and they're fighting Scorpion, and Katana shows up. Very cool way to confirm a character. And then I always just love the amount of effort it takes to make a live action trailer is not lost on me. I know a lot of times that people think like gameplay trailers are the only thing that matter because people really want to see gameplay, and that's what they make a lot of purchase decisions based off of. But I like the amount of effort and time that it takes to make a live action trailer, and so I always appreciate seeing them on it. But yeah, tell me what you think about MK's live action trailer. Next in the realm of trailer worlds, there is a game called Close to the Sun, and it is trying so hard to be Bioshock. It has Nikola Tesla in some like dystopian city, and he's talking about how pardon me, he's talking about how he's trying to rise up and he's trying to create a utopian city where people aren't held captive to the moral shackles of a polite society. Nikola Tesla is being so Andrew Ryan in that moment. It's just hilarious. But for however hard they try to be Bioshock, it worked because I'm like super excited for that game too. So Close to the Sun, it launches like the beginning of May, and I'm gonna pick it up because I didn't know this was a thing. It looked like they even have like the blood on the walls with the writing. It looks super cool. So tell me what you think of Close to the Sun. The game looks so Bioshocky. It's not even funny. I'm surprised Irrational Games didn't pop up for 5 seconds. But yeah, Close to the Sun looks crazy. Looks intense. Looks very much like a Bioshock game. So tell me what you think of that. Last but certainly not least, 2 super cool big publisher sales happening in the Steam store. There's one for Beamdog. Beamdog is kind of the company that like publishes enhanced versions of like the old isometric RPGs like Planescape Torment, Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter's Nights. All those very classic isometric RPGs are all kind of under the brand of Beamdog. And so there's like an enhanced edition. There's multiple different enhanced editions of the game being sold on the Steam store. And another publisher sale, not necessarily publisher sale, but another sale that's going on is on the Witcher franchise. Yeah, it was like 1, 2, and 3 enhanced editions of all of them. And then there was also Thronebreaker, the most recent card game that was coming out of. Was it card game? No, it was some kind of. What was that? I thought it was a card battler, but I could be wrong. But Thronebreaker sounded like it has an awesome story. I've seen the reviews for it, so this might be a way for me to pick up Thronebreaker. But yeah, so that's it for the video game news report. Oh, you couldn't get Gwent though. That was the weird part. That's what I meant to say. You can't get Gwent in the Witcher publisher sale, which I thought was weird. I don't know if Gwent has its own launcher or if it's sold on Steam or not, but it was part of a Steam. It wasn't part of the Witcher Steam Steam sale, so I was just curious as to why Gwent wasn't there. But that's it for the video game news. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you hear here, feel free to tell me down below. If you like, a thumbs up and a subscribe goes a long way on my YouTube channel. If you're watching it there, then you're probably watching it on Saturday morning because that's usually when I publish this to YouTube. And if you're watching Friday night live on my Twitch channel, I really appreciate you stopping by. Follows go a long way for you to get all the video game news that I put together every week. And a subscribe goes a very long way there as well. Very, very, very long way there as well. You can subscribe via Twitch Prime, and that's completely free for you. And you have to re-up it every month. So feel free to pass around those Twitch Prime subscriptions to everybody. But cool. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a super weekend. Hope you have a super day. And this is Calc Soups out.